Hi guys, going solo often means that the game will likely drag more than 15 minutes. As such, whilst many of the meta heroes will do very well in early game, some tend to fall off in the late game. As such, it is vital to choose heroes which are decent in the early game and excel in the late game. In addition, in solo rank, you can often meet situations such as weird team compositions, no tank, inexperienced teammates. Hence in your experience lane, you need to choose fighters which have decent early game capabilities and they should be able to deal damage output in the late game.
The recommended build for Edith is the tank build, and she can either go for the mage or for the tank emblem. It is however recommended that you should build tank items on her, as that will greatly increase her survivability. The first hero is Edith. The revamped Edith is one of the best meta heroes that you can use for the experience lane. Her passive is one of the key skills that you need to master. Her ultimate is one of the key tools for her damage and survivability. Her ultimate allows her to be a ranged damage dealer and provides her with a shield. This gives her the damage that she needs. Moreover, she is also a good initiator and have two skills where she can use to control the enemies. During the late game, she can easily turn the tide on the enemies with her damage and is one of the heroes that you should master in your solo rank game. In the early game, she can easily fight two enemy heroes alone upon reaching level 4.
Why do creatures smell bad? My father likes them. First blood.
The next hero is Ian. For Ian you can use either the Master Assassin emblem or the Killing Spree emblem. I would personally prefer the Master Assassin emblem, as you can kill your opponent faster in his ultimate. His recommended build is full damage. You can also include the Bloodlust Axe to increase his survivability. When you cast your skills, this allow him to regenerate his health. Ian can be played both as a jungler or as a side laner in the experience lane. When playing Ian, you should start to play him aggressively once he reaches level 4. Your aim is to kill an opponent upon your ulti reaches his cooldown. Ian is one of the few fighters that scales as he reaches the late game, making him one of the best fighters that you can use for solo queue. When using Ian, you should always be trying to aim for the opponent's mage, marksman, assassin or any heroes that are lower in life. This would allow you to kill them in your ultimate, and at the same time you are also killing the damage dealer in the opponent's team, thereby allowing you to win the team fight.
Maniac!
What's to spare? Some spare.
Well played.
The next hero is Zhong. The recommended emblem is the Killing Spree or the Master Assassin emblem. I would prefer the Killing Spree emblem, as he needs the life regeneration after killing an opponent so that he can be more tanky in the team fights. High recommended build will be the Attack Speed build, where you build Demon Hunter Sword, Corrosive Scythe and Golden Staff. The last two items will be situational. Zhong should be played primarily in the EXP lane. You should always aim to cast your skill 2 to block the enemy's escape path and cast your ultimate to kill them. He is a fighter that is able to stun lock all the enemies once he has his first 3 core items. In the lane he can easily kill any fighters. The next hero is Dereth. The recommended emblem is the Killing Spree or the Master Assassin emblem. I would prefer the Killing Spree emblem, as he needs the life regeneration after killing an opponent so that he can be more tanky in the team fights. His recommended build will be the full damage penetration build. The last two items are situational. Dereth's unique skill is his skill 2, where he can dash to the opponent and reduce the enemy's defense. This is what makes him lethal, as you can easily reduce the enemy's HP. Furthermore, his skill 1 also slows the enemy, allowing you to chase him. Lastly, you can use your ultimate to finish the enemy. It is important that for Dereth you should always initiate with your second skill so that you are able to deal maximum damage to the opponent as their defense is significantly lower. For Dereth, He is a versatile hero, you can either play him as a jungler or as a fighter in the EXP lane. He is definitely one of the heroes that you should master. The next hero is Arnaud. The recommended emblem is the Killing Spree or the Master Assassin emblem. I would prefer the Killing Spree emblem as he needs the life regeneration after killing an opponent so that he can be more tanky in the team fights. His recommended build will be some damage items and some defense item as he can be rather squishy. Arnaud is a hero that is able to be played in both the EXP lane and also the jungle. His passive leaves a mark on the enemy and allows to cast your second skill each time you control an enemy with your skill 1 or skill 3. You can initiate the team fight with your ultimate clustering all the opponents together. His burst damage is also insanely scary once you unleash your full combo on the enemy. The next hero is Zhong. The recommended emblem is the Killing Spree or the Fighter emblem. I would prefer the Fighter emblem as he needs to be tanky in order to survive any of the burst damage that he might receive. His recommended build will be mostly defense item. Zhong is a hero with greater mobility. His fourth skill allows him to transform into a dragon and he can dive across the map, diving into the backline to kill the opponent marksmen and mages. He has a unique passive where after reaching 5 stacks, his passive will be activated where he will regenerate HP and at the same time reducing opponents' HP. Hence it is important to be able to survive until your passive kicks in. Each of his skills provide 1 stack for each of the creeps/enemy you touch. Hence it is important to land your skills on the enemy. His third skill provides AoE control. It is recommended that you should take Petrify as your battle spell so that you can land your combo easily.
You have slain an enemy. Our turret has been destroyed. Double kill. Mega kill. Double kill. Triple kill! Maniac! Enemy shut down! Savage! Well played.